I always thought I wasn't worth a damn. Even when I made all-pro quarterback. Even at the top of my game, leading my team to the championship, deep down I didn't think I deserved any of it. But everything had come crashing down. And damn it if I wasn't right. But did I learn from that? Did I change who I was? Hell no. I just enjoyed wallowing in my own goddamn misery. Yeah, boo-hoo, right? Well, I'm done with that. Seeing the whole world go to hell puts your own goddamn problems in perspective a little bit. I would have died at the Raw Palms for sure if good people didn't put their lives on the line for me. Not to mention what happened in Moresby in that goddamn jungle. I've seen some sick and horrible things, brother. But I've also seen people sacrifice everything for some poor soul they hardly know. When you're saving some terrified sumbitch's ass, you don't have time to wallow in self-pity. There's a lesson there. Shit, I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm not that fucking smart. But I do know one thing, man. Logan Carter ain't as big a douchebag as everybody thought he was.
If someone has money, if they have power, they can pretend to be as pious as hell, and no one will ever suspect how evil they are. I learnt that firsthand working as a vice detective in Sydney. You know how many female half-Aborigine detectives there were before me? None. Yeah, you think it was easy. Suffering the abuse of my so-called colleagues. Half of them hated me because I was a girl, and the other half didn't like the fact that my mum was a Koori. But when it's the end of the bloody world, no one gives a shit who you are or how big your bank account is. I saw it in the resort as the infection spread, and the rich, they died just as quick as the poor. And in Moresby, where the powers that be blew the bridges and trapped the less fortunate in the worst of it. But in the end, it didn't save any of them. When all the lies are stripped away, and the only thing between them and the bloody end is me, suddenly I'm not here for them. I'm here for the ones who can't protect themselves. Anyone who lives in fear. I will protect them, and I will die for them. Because I was one of them.
My father was a chief inspector for the Hong Kong police. He died when I was 10, and I told myself then that I would follow in his footsteps. I joined the force after graduating at the top of my class, but the men in charge never intended for me to be a real police officer. They didn't believe women were up to the task. But now, no one can deny who I am, what I've done, what I'm capable of. I thought I needed to prove my worth to my superiors. But now I know they are not and never were my superiors. It doesn't matter what they believe. It matters what I believe. And I know there is more to this tragedy than meets the eye. This infection, this plague is human-born. This is not nature correcting itself. This is mankind destroying itself. I saw how it swept the resort and reduced Moresby to bloody chaos. I don't know where it came from, but I do know that there are those in this world who would sacrifice millions to make billions. They operate unmolested with the approval of those who are supposed to protect us. In the end, I will expose them for the monsters they are. For I am Xian Mei, and I will honor my father's memory.
When I was growing up in New Orleans, all I ever wanted to do was rap. But man, I couldn't catch a break until Who Do You Voodoo. It was supposed to be a joke, but all of a sudden I was rich as shit. I had everything I ever wanted, man. Everything. Except respect. Nobody thought I was the real deal. Just some no-taming one-hit wonder. Hell, if I didn't start believing them. It's no surprise I'd have another hit after that. I ain't nothing to say. Well, you know what? I got something to say now. Didn't think I'd ever see anything as sad as Katrina. But this plague, what happened at the Royal Palms, what happened in Moresby, it's something out of goddamn horror movie, man. The dead are rising up against the living like it's the end of days, and maybe it is, but I gotta say, people do amazing shit when they up against it. The ones you think gonna stand their ground, they fucking run. And the quiet ones, the ones you don't even notice, man, they don't give an inch. They'll give up everything for somebody they don't even know. There's a song there somewhere. Shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna still be standing when all is said and done. But if I am, believe me, Sam B got something to say.
My grandfather fought the Japanese here in World War II and never left. Married a local girl. My father was native-born and a sergeant major, so I'm second-generation military. And from the time I was 10, I wanted to follow in their footsteps. I wanted to be a soldier and protect and defend this country against all enemies. Well, I did my job. Did what I was told. Always followed orders. Until the day they gave me an order I couldn't follow. You see, it's hard to describe how it feels when everything you believe in turns out to be a lie. When the people you trusted, the ones you love, die. And none of my commanders were born here. None of them knew the land and the people who lived here. None of them had to sacrifice anything. So they made others sacrifice what was dearest to them. I still can't believe I was the only one to say no, but I was the only one. I was accused of desertion and treason, and for that I was to spend the rest of my life in prison, simply for helping those I'd sworn to protect. Well, now I know who the real enemy is. And this fight is not over. I swore an oath. And as far as I'm concerned, John Morgan is still a soldier.
I always thought I wasn't worth a damn. Even when I made all-pro quarterback. Even at the top of my game, leading my team to the champion.
My name's Perna, and I'm gonna tell you about the worst bloody holiday ever. I was at the Royal Palms Resort on Benoi, working as a bodyguard for some asshole CEO. I figured once he left the island, I'd have a good week to relax on the beach, enjoy a Mai Tai or two. But no, that wasn't to be. As I woke up one morning to discover that the goddamn zombie apocalypse had arrived. A local lifeguard by the name of Cinemoy saved my life. Soon after that, I discovered I was immune to whatever this plague was. I met a few others who were immune, and somehow we were all elected to save everybody else. There was Sam B, a one-hit wonder hip-hop star from the States. Logan, an ex-football player and full-time douchebag who never missed a chance to hit on me. And Shin Mei, a sweet little hotel clerk who was as brutal with a blade as anyone I had ever seen. Together, we went to Moresby to try to gather more supplies. And from there, things really went to hell. The army tried to contain the infection, but they were bloody useless. Benoi itself was totally isolated. It was pretty clear we were on our own. At this point, we just wanted off that goddamn island. And that's what dickhead colonel by the name of Ryder White lied to get us to track down what he thought was a cure for this zombie plague. Well, that cure ended up turning White into a giant bloody maniac. Luckily, we hooked up with a prisoner who flew us out of there on the colonel's helicopter. We were off that goddamn island at last. And everyone we tried to save back on Benoi, well, they just didn't make it. Except for that little native girl, Yerima. We spotted that naval vessel just in time, as we were just about out of petrol. We couldn't believe how lucky we were to finally find a safe haven. Get your hands off me!
What the hell?
What is going on here?
Get off me!
Get it off me! Get it off!
What's with the cuffs?
Sorry, but I can't take any chances. My orders are to take you into custody and transport you to a secure quarantine area.
And who the hell are you?
Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Hardy. Don't resist and you'll be fine. We just need to be sure you don't pose a
Man, we
threat.
no threat. The threat's on Benoi. You have any idea what's happening back there?
We have an idea. We're hoping you can help us fill in the details. Especially her.
You keep the hell away from her.
Frank Serpo. I should have guessed. Are you the one in charge of this clusterfuck? Watch yourself with this guy. This freak would sell out his own mother. If he had one.
Take the immune down to the lab. The two others will come with me.
Lab?
Hey, do we look like goddamn guinea pigs
I'm a
to you?
citizen of the USA, man. I got motherfucking rights.
Back off, Serpo, but just stay out of it.
What the fuck, man?
Don't do that again. One less immune won't make any difference. Now take him to the lab.
You may have command over Palanai, but on this ship, I'm in charge and I have my orders.
Your orders are to follow my orders, Colonel. Would you like me to call your superiors?
Somebody tell me what the fuck is going on here.
They have a very high tolerance, Mr. Serpo. I've already administered 3 doses.
So how much longer? You said we'd have results by now.
Sir, this is uncharted territory. We'll need another day at least.
Just be careful. We don't want him dying on us.
What about the native woman, Yerima?
That's a more complicated case. He's being taken to another location.
Don't worry. I'm keeping a close eye.
Oh, God. My head.
What the hell happened?
Motherfuckers drugged us.
Who are you?
Hey, we're talking to you.
I'm nobody, really.
You've been bitten. How long has it been?
Long enough. I guess it doesn't affect me.
Are you immune too?
So it seems.
What? They plant you here to spy on us?
Right, that's why I'm beat to shit like this. It's all part of my cover.
So, they tested you too?
Yeah. I'm guessing they're trying to figure out why we're all immune to
How'd
this.
you get here?
I was a soldier before the shit hit the fan. Part of a huge humanitarian search and rescue operation. And then that civilian arrived.
Serpo.
Right. Suddenly, the military was no longer in charge, and the rescue operation was called off.
So what are they up to?
All I know is there's a naval blockade around the entire archipelago. No one's allowed in or out. Whatever the fuck is going on, there's nothing to do with humanitarian efforts. That's pretty clear.
Christ, I'm still woozy from these bloody drugs.
Damn, man, my head's killing me. Where's everybody else? They take him while I was out? Been to hell and back. Now I'm locked up in this ship. Fucking great.
This is Colonel Hardy. The ship's been compromised. If you're down in the hold, I'm opening all the cell doors.
Alright, gotta find a way out of here. Hope this tub has some life rafts. Huh. Those assholes were everywhere earlier. Now they're gone? There's gotta be something around here I can use as a weapon.
This is the captain. Engine room to your copy. You have to hold that area. You hear me? We can't lose the engine room. We're losing power in the lower decks. If that happens, that entire area will be cut off. Does anyone copy this? Captain, we had to withdraw from the lower decks. We just... Jesus, they're here!
Jesus. Everyone's dead, you moron.
This is the captain. If anyone's still alive, fall back to the bridge.
Great, now the ship's blowing up. Now the ship's gonna sink. Perfect.
Damn it! Is anyone even hearing this? If you are, the engines are on fire! Someone's gotta put them out or we're all buggered!
Oh, shit, I need to put out that fire. Okay, the way should be clear. They're already here. Fucking shit's getting rough.